Hi, I'm Maria Ingold. I'm a CTO in video technology, and I'm here at Connected Media IP at the NAB Show 2019. I am joined by Tim Jackson, who is the Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing Americas for Globecast. Welcome.
Thank you, Maria. Glad to be here.
It's so good to see you again.
Likewise, yeah. It's hard to believe it's been a whole year.
I know.
Time flies.
Yeah, it's amazing. So how are you finding the NAB show this year?
This is a fantastic year. We've had so much traffic on the booth. It's been very, very busy. I think the quality of people that have been attending has been fantastic, and
That's good.
really enjoyed it so far. But Monday and Tuesday typically are very busy days, and expect it to get a little bit of a breather as the week goes on, but been very, very positive so far.
That's great.
Yeah.
So for anybody who is new to Globecast, can you just give them a brief overview?
Sure. So Globecast is a full services media company, and we serve the B2B media industry, meaning programmers, content creators, cable news channels, cable sports channels, really anybody that's in the media biz. And we're part of a large telecom called Orange, which is based in France.
Yes.
Fully owned subsidiary of Orange. And we have a major media center in Los Angeles, California, which serves all of the Americas. In addition to that, we have media centers in Singapore for Asia and London for Europe. So global company, serving the entire media industry. And my team and our role is primarily for customers based in the Americas, but for all of their global requirements.
That's great. Well, here at the NAB show, you have announced a new partnership with SnifferCat, who does dynamic ad insertion.
They do, yes.
So can you tell us more about that and how that fits in?
Yeah, so the dynamic ad insertion business is not exactly new, but starting to mature a little bit. And we wanted to find a partner that could help us by bringing in the expertise from the ad delivery side of the business, from the standpoint of the software and all of the secret sauce that goes along with that. The reason that we're entering this business is we have a lot of content flowing through our Globecast facilities around the world, and we really want to help the content owners monetize this. Some of it is very sophisticated ad-delivered networks that do all of this on their own, but a lot of the smaller companies need help with respect to the software and also the ad buying and the advertising sales component. And this brings a one-stop shop to help those customers and those programmers monetize the content that has previously not been able to take advantage of that.
And this is clearly fitting into sort of a bigger OTT ecosystem for your consumers as well. So it isn't just sort of this piece in isolation.
It is. And Globecast is interestingly situated because we've been in the linear distribution business for many, many years now. And as the industry moves and migrates and evolves into that OTT model from the linear model, the thing that's having a tough time evolving along with that is the monetization of the content. Yes. We all know that people are paying $100 or more for a cable package and a cable subscription, and the monetization flows back to the content owners quite nicely. But for some of these newer platforms, it's not, and this provides a channel for monetizing that content that has been a question mark for a lot of these folks that are either moving the content over from linear into OTT, doing it as an add-on, or more importantly for those just starting out in the television business with a standalone OTT service.
The other thing that you're highlighting here is your business continuity services. What exactly does that mean for the consumer?
The easiest way to talk about business continuity is to think about disaster recovery.
Right.
And many of the large programmers, or even the small programmers, have one origination facility where their content comes from, and increasingly they're finding it necessary to have more than one facility. So we can provide any level of content protection, from simple evergreen playout of content that's stored on a server that we can switch in as needed, to a fully diverse playout, uplink, compression, and encryption scheme that completely mirrors a primary facility's path.
Great.
And everything in between. The other component is cybersecurity. We're seeing increasing threats for IP-based environments being infected from other countries or bad people, and having content protection schemes and business continuity schemes that involve an entirely separate facility, a separate path, really gives content owners a feeling of security and added protection. So we want to make sure we offer and can provide a full suite of services that provide that added level of protection that they would not otherwise have. It's something that's we've seen really develop over the past several years for this being something that's really key to the entire suite of services for both us and for our customers.
So for your customers, it's reliability and security and the support of the content providers because they know it's going to be secure. And
Absolutely.
for the end customer, it's that their show is going to be there when they want to watch it.
That's the most critical part, that there's not going to be any interruption in service and that there's a added level of protection. And that's increasingly important. We talk about advertising. When there's so many millions of dollars flowing through a content stream, you can't afford that interruption. So this is just, I would equate it really to paying for insurance like you would on your home or your automobile. This is an added insurance policy that makes sure that the content will always be available.
Yes, you always need it when it happens, and then that's when you realize that it should have gone into your budget.
Exactly, and when it's interesting when we speak with customers about business continuity or backup plans, those that may not want it will come running to us saying they want it if there's been an outage.
Absolutely.
That they haven't prepared for.
That's when you learn.
So it's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
So we try and have those discussions with customers to prepare now so that you're going to be secure for the future.
Well, speaking of the future, any hints about what we can see in the future from you?
We are doing a whole lot more outside the traditional media realm with some of these new media platforms, and it's a new area for Globecast that we're incredibly excited about. I mentioned earlier that we've been in this business for a very, very long time, starting in the 1980s as a satellite teleport operator and migrating through to media management and all sorts of content services, and now we're moving into the next step with some of the newer media platforms. So it's really exciting to see the evolution of where and how third-party service providers can serve the media market as it changes and evolves and grows. And it's exciting for Globecast and very exciting for me as well.
Well, I can't wait to see what you've been up to when we speak again next year.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us at Connected Media IP.
You're quite welcome. Thanks.